Do you expect her to keep discussing with Smriti Mandhana, or is it like leave it up to her because she's back on duties? It's not been picked in the ODI squad as well. That's very, very shocking to say, Paji.
He could be a future captain for sure for India. And
Number 4, a perfect spot for Deandra Doughton. After many, many years, Team India have finally won a bilateral series at home, and we have defeated a very, very strong side of the mighty Windies. I have Gurpal Paji with me. Gurpal Paji, you are wearing maroon, but it was the woman in maroon that lost the T20I series after leveling the series in the second one, then eventually came out short in the third one. It was a wonderful performance by India. Talk us through that, because it was a high scoring game and India's crossed 200, scored the highest T20I total as well. So talk us through that performance as a unit, once again led by Smriti Mandhana.
So yes, it was a convincing victory by Team India, which augurs well for Indian women's cricket as well. And the thing is, again, I what we were discussing in the previous series, Jamie has to bat at number three, which happened. Smriti has to get some runs. Even you have to promote Richa Ghosh. What a innings she played in all the matches. She was very aggressive and the fastest 50 by Indian women's cricket by Indian women. So everything was, and DY Patil, we know Mumbai pitches, whether it's a 130 or a DY Patil, the batters will definitely enjoy the conditions over there. And again, if our batters can perform, then West Indies also is a powerhouse team. It was
Absolutely.
credit to the bowlers, credit to the fielders, and I like the last match, the captaincy of Smriti Mandhana. I was very impressed with her captaincy. So she has not won make RCB won by a fluke. She has a very good cricketing brain, which we should now realize and trust with her more responsibility. And she could be a future captain for sure for India. And I was happy with the performance of Indian team in T20 because West Indies could have challenged and could have won that series against India in the T20. But I guess now with the ODIs coming, I will see India performing better than West Indies because we have the players, they have some patience. West Indies, we can say either they can, if they are into that T20 mode, they can skittle out for a party totals and all. But India has to play out of this game because this could be a
Absolutely.
preparatory for the upcoming World Cup in India, which is happening
True that,
2025.
absolutely. But for India, they have to prepare about this. But you said about Navi Mumbai, we said about Mumbai. We know what it plays. But now we shift to the when it comes to the ODI, we shift to Vadodara now, Paji. It's a day-night game. It's Kotambi Stadium at Vadodara. You know the stadium really well. What it brings to the table. A lot of Ranji games have been played, but day-night games. So here, generally, it is good for batting, but as the game progresses, spinners are definitely expected to come into play. So your thoughts initially before we move on to the squad? Depending on the strength, team should bat first, without a doubt.
Speaking of, I guess we are in winters, so a little bit of dew effect will be there in every part of India. And since it's not an we are into early season, like Ranji has not gone full total. Vijay
Correct.
are is yet to start. It's only couple of few Ranji matches and smack which has happened. So pitches are fresh, still fresh, are not tired. Pitches get tired by April, and these types of
Correct.
venues
Correct.
you don't see too many matches over there. So it's again. So I guess. With the ODI, and I was happy to see the 47,000 attendance for the last T20I. So if
Correct.
we would give good wickets, the batting wickets, which will increase our confidence as a team, our batsmen, because we need runs. Our batsman needs confidence, needs runs when it's going to the World Cup. So I guess these pitches will give us idea of what we are getting, what wickets will be getting in the World Cup as well. So I would be interesting to see the pitches. Obviously, winters, if they're due, it's always good to chase. India should look to chase because in bilaterals, there's no harm in losing bilateral, but you should chase because we are bad chaser. Because ultimately, we'll be facing either South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, England in the final. Might be losing toss, so better we should start preparing and go on a roll chasing because we know we can defend, but there's no harm in chasing as well to keep
Okay, so
yourself
you want to
out of
test your bowlers
that.
as well as your batters to chase down the target, and then also fair enough. So you're saying batting paradise. You might expect the team winning the toss, opting to bat, but you just want to test the Indian players and ask them to chase. Fair enough. But if you look into the squad now, Paji, more or less the same squad. What promising things were that? First of all, you said about Smriti Mandhana getting back to runs. That was a huge plus point for India. But now Harmanpreet Kaur is expected to come into the side and lead the team India. So what are your thoughts? What would you expect her to do? Do you expect her to keep discussing with Smriti Mandhana, or is it like leave it up to her because she's back on duties?
I guess she must involve the core leadership group of Smriti Mandhana, Jamie and Richa Ghosh. and other bowlers as well. What we used to do in the men's team, like we have a bowling leader, we have a fielding leader, and we have a captain. So this core is very important going forward, because we have what. So we wanted to see Indian women play with us some kind of template, which we are expecting them from quite a while now. Okay, what template they wanted to play,
Correct.
because again I'm saying Australia in these conditions is a mad team. They have the powerhouse. They can bat till number 10. So our benchmark is Australia. So, and we are the only team who has always came close of beating Australia, or we have beaten Australia as well.
Correct.
We are the only challenger for Australia. But now we don't want to be a challenger. We don't want to be a runner side. We want to cross the line. So I guess
Correct.
all things should energy should be focused. Should be we must see and analyze and imagine we are playing final versus Australia.
Absolutely, that should be the mentality for Team India. But yes, once again, no Shefali Verma. You're talking about having Jemima at three. Maybe in the ODIs, the batting order might change out here. But Uma Chetri, she looked good in the T20I series. Are you backing her to get some more game time in the ODI ones as well?
Definitely, you should always have a backup, because see, Safari is not there. Yastika is injured, so it's good to try the French players, the batting units. Say you have a bigger the pool you have, it will be easy for you to select the jot down to the last 15 or 16 or 17. What when it comes to the World Cup, so it's good to have some all rounders. What we lack in both men's and
Correct.
women's, bowling, batting, all rounders we need, because World Cup would be played in India. It will be definitely there will be help for spinners, so it's there's no harm in getting a spinning all rounder, spinning batting all rounders. There are fast bowling or pace bowling all rounders. But we have Arundhati ready as well for the same. I'm not sure she's playing or not, because she was not in
She
part
has
of.
not been that. That
She
was
was
a
not a part
surprising
of
pick.
2020, which was very
She has
surprising.
not.
She played very well in the last two games in Australia. I guess she
Exactly.
must
She,
have
she
picked up the
created
part.
havoc in the final ODI versus Australia. She's not been picked in the T20I squad. She's not been picked in the ODI squad as well. That's very shocking to say, Paji. Similarly, if you go to the Pacers as well, Renuka Singh Thakur in the last T20I series has just picked one wicket. And in Australian soil as well, she got bashed. So I think she's having an off phase. She has to turn up because she's striking with a new ball has to be a very important thing for Team India. But you said about all rounders. I think a prime example should be the one from the West Indies, Deandra Doughton, or if you go for spinning all rounder, Haley Matthews. They're absolutely match winners on the given day, Paji.
Yeah, they're both are gun players, and you see how people rate them. And she got back in IPL WPL auction as well. She got selected for the with the Gujarat team as well. So yes, definitely they are the gun players, and even the other players, other the spinners they are having, like Williams or another. So they can use that long handle as well. West Indies power is
Karishma
always there.
Hamrack is there. She's
Yeah.
very promising, and that might be skillful to be honest for West Indies, and we will see what they provide. But talking about the players to watch out for, starting with Team India, the three players I'm going for: Smriti Mandana once again. I want her runs at the top of the order. Harmanpreet Kaur and Renuka Singh Thakur are the three players to watch out for, according to me, for India. Similarly, for the West Indies, Haley Matthews, Deandra Doughton, and Shanail Henry are the three players for the Windies. Your choices, please. Anything different?
So for West Indies, I support your choices of Harry Matthews and Ender Doughton and Shinal Henry. But for India, I would want to see some new faces like Smriti Mandhana. Smriti Mandhana is there. I would ideally like to see Jemima, Richa Ghosh, and
Yeah.
some spinner Tanuja Kanwar playing a key role.
Okay. So you're saying that Tanuja Karwar, so she has been picked ahead of Radha Yadav. So you're saying like replacement. You want Tanuja to play in the ODI series. Fair enough. That's a very good point because we want new faces. Priya Mishra was very promising the last start against Australia. I want to see a little bit of more leg spin because since the time Poonam Yadav retired, we haven't seen that kind of a leg spinner in the side of Team India. So that's when I'm very excited to see what Priya Mishra puts in the table. But moving into the predicted playing 11 now, starting with the West Indies woman, Paji. Haley Matthews, Kiana Joseph are the openers. Shemaine Campbell at number three. Deandra Doughton, Nerissa Crafton, Elian Aline, Shabika Gajnabi, Zaira James, Karishma Hamrarak, Rashada Williams, and Shanail Henry are the remaining players. Playing 11 looks balanced. Any changes for you, Paji?
I would ideally want Doughton to bat up the order, maybe number three, number four, because they are using her as a finisher. But what if there's a collapse? Then she's under pressure. Neither she can play her game and her natural game, and then
So
if
is
she
number
starts,
four a perfect spot for Deandra Doughton?
I guess the player like her capability, she should always play at number four, because she's a game maker. She's a game maker. She's a catalyst where other batsmen, other batter women can play aggressively, and because they know
Rotate
Doughton is
around
there
her.
to handle the situation, and she can play well with the tailenders as well. But when she's batting at five and six, which is too low, so she's only left with the ball with the bowlers to play if there's a collapse at the top.
Okay, so you're expecting Deanna Dottin to bat at number four. That should be a position she should look into, I think. But moving into the Indian women's playing 11, and here it is. Smriti Mandana and Harleen Deol are my openers. Uma Chetri at number three, Jemima at four, Harmanpreet Kaur at number five, Richa Ghosh, the wicketkeeper at six, Deepti Sharma at seven, Minnu Mani, Priya Mishra, Renuka Singh Thakur, and Saima Thakur are the remaining four bowlers. Are you going for somebody like Tanuja Kanwar instead of Minnu Mani, maybe?
Let's see. Maybe Tanuja can win place of winning money. I would definitely go with Priya Mishra as a leg spinner because leg spinners are the match winners. So let's see how it goes. Because still we have some time to give chances to other players as well. So
Hmm.
I'm also sticking with the same team, but maybe if Tanuja Kanwar has been brought into a team, she might get a look in because West Indies are not that much comfortable playing the left arm spinners as well.
Absolutely.
And what we saw her performance in WPL, she can bowl in power play, she can bowl in the death as well. And like Radha Yadav, she only has one plan. She needs a help from the wicket. Tanuja Kanwar is more of a line bowler, kind of
If
a
I'm not
Jadeja
mistaken,
kind of
she has a
bowler.
very good arm ball as well,
Yes,
Paji.
that's what I'm saying. She's like Jadeja. She bowls faster, and she don't relies on the pitch. She's more relies on accuracy and control that she
And she
has. Tanuja
bowls
Kanwar.
with a cap, right?
She's a cap as well. She's a very good fielder as well. Don't mind. She's a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good
yeah.
fielder and can tong the ball as well. She could give you some
That's
handy,
very handy. So
especially in
you're
the
saying maybe
ODI.
Tanuja Kanwar in place of Minnu Mani in your predicted playing 11. Fair enough. Predictions time now, Paji. It's 22nd December, first ODI at Vadodara. Your thoughts, please. Who is leading the series 1-0? Is it West Indies or is it India?
I guess Team India with the form they are with the form Smith in because West Indies there's only thing West Indies can play like a champion team one day and they can be pretty off. But how quickly they can adapt to the ODI format from
Correct.
the T20 setup that would be the thing because they also have batting powerhouse and all. But for that India has to score some good runs like above 250 is definitely required 250 or
Absolutely.
270 that's
You
going
said it's a batting paradise. So you need to,
if
if
you
you're
get
batting
bowled out
first, you
for
have to
under
score.
200, then you know what Helly Matthews can do and Dotton can do. They both can win the matches on their own,
Watch out for
single-handedly.
Kiana Joseph. She batted brilliantly in the second T20 as well. So powerhouse is there for West Indies as Paji goes for Team India to lead the series 1-0 in the first ODI just because of the momentum they have created winning the T20I series. Thank you so much, Paji. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. Team India versus West Indies women, 22nd of December, starting at 1:30 p.m. IST, all the way from Vadodara. Sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Thumb and press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.